everybody, all people, you're all included. It's for you. Hello. This episode.
This is the People's Podcast.
This is the People's Podcast. This episode, I just want, if you're dealing with some things in your life, if you're having a bad time, you're stressed about work, you're stressed about your friends, your family, something's going on, just know that I'm above you. I don't give a shit. I have a podcast, dude. I'm on Spotify.
Yeah. And Amazon
That's good.
Music. And so, by the way, is my little line moving?
Your line is moving absurdly largely.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna lower my gain because my end, the line is not moving. I am dead.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you're good.
I was just making sure it was a me thing and not a Zencaster situation. Because you never know.
It seems to be a you thing.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Yeah, you're telling me, brother. So let me ask you this.
Okay, ask me a question, and then maybe I'll answer it.
I think you'll answer it. I think you're gonna like this question.
Okay, that's a pretty bold assumption, but all right.
You seem like this kind of guy. So
I don't like where this is going.
You ever just disrespect a woman and laugh about it? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, we don't do that here.
I don't do that.
This podcast is for everybody, including women, including non-women. Shout out non-women. But also where are you at? What's up?
Yeah, but what's up with the non-women listening?
Hell yeah. It's pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
That we might be pandering, barking up the wrong tree. What's the phrase? Whatever.
We're leaning
preaching
into our
to the
base.
Chair.
Yeah, preaching to the chair. Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's the
absolutely.
Phrase. That's
that's totally the phrase that everyone that sentence has been uttered before for sure.
That's how that goes. So here's my question. When you go to the grocery store, a typical run of the mill. You're not going to Whole Foods, probably.
No, I kind of refuse to go to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I respect that. I respect that about you and nothing else.
And that's very fair.
Very fair. That is earned after almost 3 years of doing a podcast. So you go to a typical grocery store. You're going to a Ralph's. A Weggies. I have no idea what grocery stores you have in your area, to be honest. Haven't thought about it. Haven't given it a single thought. But you go to one of these, and there's a self-checkout option. Right?
Yeah.
Which is, I think it's good to automate those jobs, but I also think the people that could have those jobs should be getting money for not doing it. I don't know. That's my take. So you go to one of these and you're like, I'm killing it, scanning every barcode. I'm not even flipping boxes, dude.
You're just kind of like slapping it on the thing and it just somehow reads it anyway.
Yeah. It's lined up. You're killing it. And then you're like, am I going to get scouted? Is there a talent scout in the audience? Am I going to get recruited? They're going to hire me on the spot?
I don't think they're going to do that.
You never feel that way?
No, I've never felt like I'm scanning so well that, the HEB or Target or whatever talent scouts be like, this guy can scan. Now I wish, because then I'd be like, I'd be just like my favorite character from my second favorite movie. Dax Shepard and Employee of the Month.
Yeah.
Because I have those vibes, I think we can all agree that
we all know
that's me.
Vince vibes. His name Vince? I don't remember.
I think his name is Vince.
Shout out Vince. Shout out Dax Shepard. Because I've gone to the regular checkout, non-self.
Right.
As it's called, the non-self checkout.
Well, no, I feel like self-checkouts is becoming the regular checkout, and then
Yeah, that's why
You
it's
know what I
called
mean?
non-self
Yeah,
checkout.
no, it's just checkout, non-self checkout. That's what it
Pretty
is.
soon we're gonna have non-vegan chicken fingers on the market. You know,
Yeah,
it's what we're
pretty soon. I think
normalized.
we're pretty soon gonna get there.
Pretty soon we're gonna get to.
So soon, one might even say it's already happened.
It
Maybe
may already be happening.
it may. If it's
Joe
currently,
Biden may have done this to America. So when I go to a non-self checkout, even in the express lane,
yeah.
sometimes they slip up. You know, they scan something twice. They're weighing the grapes wrong.
How do you? Well, how are they weighing the grapes wrong?
I don't know. You got
Oh.
like something else just like on the corner of the.
They're like holding their finger on the scale just to
Well, it's like they're not even paying attention. They're just resting their hand or something. And it's just just grazing the corner of the scale.
No.
It's just adding like a tiny little bit. They're not doing it on purpose. The grapes money's not going into their pocket. They don't care.
Yeah.
But it's happening anyway. Or like I'm trying to buy the little divider thing, and then they just keep putting it off to the side without even asking me. They slip up at the non-self checkout, and I'm like, when I'm at self checkout, none of this shit happens. I'm killing it. So honestly, manager might see me and be like, "Yo, hop on lane 7, kick that guy out of here." I'm like, I'm not HR. I'm not doing your firing for you.
Do you when you go to the store? So when you go to the store, what's the ratio of people manning the
registers versus the self checkout?
Yeah. Not how many total there, because there's like 20 total registers, but there's usually like for me like 1 or 2 maybe.
It depends what time of day you go. At my current local grocery store, like morning times, they got 1. It's the express lane. That's it. They got like literally 20, and for the first like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, you got 1 person, and then you got, I would say 12 self checkouts. I'll give them 10 because sometimes they're just out of service for no reason. They're just like, yeah, don't use that one.
Yeah.
That one's acting up.
That one's cash only.
Yeah.
As if people are carrying cash around.
Who's carrying cash to a self checkout, dude?
Yeah. You're like, does it take Venmo?
Yeah. Can I just fucking send it later, bro? I gotta write a check now. What about a guy who just, I don't know. That's nothing. It's actually just nothing. A guy using a check at a self checkout.
What if a guy used the self checkout line? Damn, that's crazy.
But
that's a crazy thought.
Paying with a check.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
No, but could have happened somewhere on Earth. May have happened. Sometimes I feel like they're gonna scout me and be like, you might be better than our current staffing.
I don't think they're gonna scout. I mean, maybe you might want to get scouted. No,
I've worked at that specific grocery store in the past. I quit.
You're too good for it.
No, I got a job at the candy factory,
and that was better.
It paid like $7 an hour more. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty significant job.
It was real big for me. Yeah.
Maybe I should work at a factory.
Yeah, work at a candy factory. It's pretty sick. If you work at a candy factory that makes good candy, it's probably better.
Well, because you didn't even make bad candy. You just made very mid candy. I kind of want to go grab my box of it and kind of snack on it during this episode. Now
go ahead, go snack.
I'm gonna go grab some candy. You can.
All right, I will vamp.
Nice. We love this part of the episode where you vamp while I go do something else.
Great.
Really prepared.
This is the real content that people come for. So he doesn't even have his camera on. I don't even know when he's coming back. I won't be able to see. So I just have to like vamp to an unknown time. He hasn't even left yet. He thinks I don't know that. All right, he's gone. I can say whatever I want. You guys ever feel like in the very near future, like in the next year, Ray Romano's getting canceled? You ever just get those vibes, those tingles? Just like a little tingling in your chest. It's like, Ray Romano, you don't have that much more time in the limelight. And I don't think he's done anything wrong to my knowledge. But I am a little bit worried that, something's going to come out. It might be like a small canceling, but I feel like someone's coming for him. And that's all I have to say about that. If you have anything to add to that, if you want to come forward, so to speak, sound off, write us an email. Coach, what's the email?
The email is badboycrimes@gmail.com.
Not badboycrimespod?
No, I think it's just badboycrimes.
Hell yeah, dude.
What were you
I'm asking people to come forward if Ray Romano has done any trespasses upon them.
Did that happen to you as well?
As well? Are you saying that he's done something to you?
No, I just meant like to you as well as the audience, because
No, I've never met Ray Romano.
You're just kind of probing the general.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's going to get canceled.
Really?
I don't know. In like the coming year, yeah, I got those little tingles, those vibes.
A deadly premonition, if you will.
Who's to say? Raymond R.
We're coming for you.
I mean, I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just saying,
You're like, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Do you have any predictions for 2023?
Like in general, just
just any prediction of what's going to happen. We'll look back in a year, do a retrospective, a little director's cut. I think Pete Davidson will date someone within the royal family.
Okay.
I think that might happen. Who's
is he going to get with Meghan Markle? Is he going to get? Is it? I only know Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton. I don't know any of the other people.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Well, I would hope Pete Davidson does not get with Queen Elizabeth II.
Our close personal friend Arthur is insisting that he's going to fuck the new queen.
I did see that on Twitter. Yeah, I was a little concerned.
He's very adamant that that's going to happen. Arthur, you don't need to come on the show. Just text me if that's for real. Just text me if you're in the works. If you're sliding in those DMs now. I just want to know. Just for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling the answer is probably
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's likely. He doesn't follow through with anything, so I don't see it happening.
He really doesn't.
That's my boy, though.
Yeah, I mean,
me and Arthur.
You gotta have one of your boys just has to not
be
anybody you can rely on in any way.
Relying on your homies? That's 2000 and late.
Yeah, we don't do that. I don't do that for sure. You know that about me.
I never rely on you.
I don't rely on anybody.
Not even yourself. I did.
True. That's true.
I did tell you to reach out to me at noon Central Time.
I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, I had to reach out at like 1 o'clock.
I was gonna reach out when I was ready.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you told me you would be ready at noon, but whatever.
Well, things changed.
Life got in the way. Understandable.
Yeah, it really did.
That does tend to happen.
Oh man, I have eaten maybe 4 of these
Little fruit.
caramels.
No, the caramel is
The
too much.
Eclairs caramels, and I no longer have any desire to eat anything ever again.
Oh yeah,
It's rough.
real mid candy behavior.
Yeah, it's really really rough.
Is worse than you remember, huh?
There's like one of them that was pretty all right. There was taffies,
Like
right? I
the
think I ate all
yeah
of the taffy.
yeah the fruit taffies.
Those are pretty good, but I like taffy in general.
Yeah, it's probably a lower tier taffy, but it's still a taffy.
Taffy's taffy. I mean, it's better than Laffy Taffy, which is pretty
Hell yeah,
garbage, and I
dude.
still like Laffy Taffy. So
I'm with you.
Mr. Wonka, he makes some good stuff.
I honestly respect to Mr. Wonka.
Yeah, how do you feel about your former colleague, Mr. Wonka?
William?
Yeah.
Me and William go way back.
2 candy professionals. Well, I guess former.
Yeah, both former.
Yeah, because he gave up everything to Charlie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not that he's dead.
No, he just retired.
He just retired.
He honestly, look at that movie. He's like 45 at most.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, what does he have to retire?
He's like,
for?
this is my life passion. This is the thing that I do 24/7, 52. And then he's just like, I'm like 45. Time to throw in the towel, and I'll just live here in the factory still, not doing anything.
That's the way to go. Maybe.
How cool would it be to be like 45 and then just be like, you know what? I should have a child do my job and I'll do nothing. And everyone's just like, damn, what a hero.
When did that movie come out? Like the 60s, 70s?
78.
No.
I'm guessing. William Wonka.
Willy Wonka. It's just 71.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good year for films.
Well, it's wild seeing pictures of the people as adults.
Yeah. Just looking at Veruca Salt.
Yeah, she looks not good.
Let me Google Veruca Salt adult.
Peter Ostrom. Oh, he doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, Peter's fine.
He looks fine.
He's a dentist.
Is he really? He had a career as a veterinarian.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty sick. How are you gonna assault Veruca Salt as an adult?
Did you like the rhyming there?
Yes, that's what
you're going for.
Yeah.
I think Grandpa Joe is definitely dead.
I hope so.
Yeah, I also hope so.
How are you even gonna portray such a character? Honestly, Grandpa Joe, you're worse than Walter White.
Is he worse than Walter White?
I'm calling it.
Do people have black and white pictures for when they die on Google?
I have no idea.
Because like Gene Wilder, he's been black and white. Grandpa Joe's black and white.
Gotcha.
Veruca Salt's dad.
Yeah,
done.
I'll believe it. I mean, I'm all in on black and white dead people. Look up old Liz.
Liz. Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
Liz.
Fucking Liz.
She dead as hell, or she got a color photo? Honestly, disrespectful to Gene Wilder.
Yeah, very. Yeah, give Gene Wilder a colored picture.
Her Wikipedia photograph is from 1959. It's not even close to representative of who she was.
Yeah. Dude, I've started watching The Crown. I gotta say, I fucking hate how these people talk.
Yeah. Is that
I don't know what type of, British accent that they have, but it's easily the
posh?
worst one. It's very like
It's a posh
snooty,
accent?
I guess, man. But I just listening to them,
Yeah,
I'm
just
like,
a little posh, aren't they?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. That was really good.
I didn't say that I was doing an
That
English
was
accent.
exactly what Matt Smith sounds like on the show. Actually,
Yeah.
close personal friend of the show, Matt.
Throw another bean on the barbie.
Yeah, another bean. Yeah, because they do beans on toast.
Yeah, they're very British. They eat
Very
beans
British.
all the time.
Every food shot in that show is just beans, and I'm like, damn, kind of hungry.
Look, I get it.
I cannot
Different
get the fucking
cuisines.
taste of these stupid caramels out of my mouth that you
Yeah,
made.
they're pervasive.
It's like there's a coffee one in there. I might eat another one actually.
No, don't eat the coffee one.
The coffee one's kind of bad.
Oh boy, is it bad.
But the kiwi one, that seems good. Well, actually, that also seems bad, but I haven't tried it yet. The fruit ones seem kind of funky.
The fruit ones, I don't know. I
We
think they're
got
the best.
raspberry, we got kiwi, and we got black currant. What's black
Like,
currant?
who makes a candy black currant flavor? Who is that for?
I like currant flavored things. I don't know if I like
Like,
that in a caramel.
like
but
you're sniffing your candy like, the tannins.
yeah, me. I do that with soda.
I mean, soda, sure. Wine, yeah. Like, candy is for babies. It's for children.
This candy's for fucking old people. There's no way this is for children.
It's like they invented it when old people were children, and they're like, "Yup, perfect." And then old people are just like, "Can't believe they haven't invented new candy yet."
I'm gonna make myself sick. This is shit that Charlie himself would have eaten and been like, "Wow, what a treat!"
Damn, this is dinner.
Dude, the chocolate bar in that movie looked pretty good though.
It was fine.
The chocolate.
I'll say this. I'll say this, and I think this is not a hot take, but nobody's brave enough to fucking say it. Everlasting Gobstopper, one of the worst designed candies of all time.
Like in the movie.
In the movie,
not the IRL. Like not, I guess, ever just a little.
Yeah, just like a regular Gobstopper. Yeah, that's fine. I haven't had those since I was a child, but like, yeah, I'm on board. But in the show, it looks like a Porygon, dude. Like, that shit's gonna cut up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it's just this like weird
and it's too big
thing. Yeah, are you supposed to just lick it?
I don't think so. It's supposed to stop your gob. How's it stopping
your
gob?
You can get a prop gobstopper from shapeways.com.
Yeah, they probably got it on Wish.
You got one. You can get one on Etsy.
Yeah.
It's a replica and it's $16. Finish? What finish would I like? Oh, either you can get it with a keychain or without.
I'll get it with a keychain. Okay.
Somebody makes this as a real candy. Like you just.
I looked up Wonka candy on Wish.com.
Yeah.
They got some sick ass nerds tracksuits.
Oh, I think we might need to get ourselves a new tracksuit.
Yeah, this looks like it's all clothes related, mostly nerds.
Okay, so candy update. The red one, which I think that's raspberry. That one sucked.
Oh yeah,
black currant, pretty good actually.
Is it good, or is it just not the other ones?
Okay, it's definitely relatively good.
I
think the caramel holds it back, which is the whole point. But like the black currant taffy bit or whatever it is, it's fine.
Yeah,
it has the least obnoxious like aftertaste of the bunch.
Yeah, they really stick with you. Oh, this everlasting Gobstopper looks horrible. Why you don't put sharp lines? That's insane.
DaveBakes.com shows how to make a real no, he's just fucking gluing marshmallows together and calling it a real gobstopper. No. Now, Fun Foods has a video as well.
Yeah, maybe we should become candy manufacturers. My NDA, my non-compete clause is over.
Is it really? Did you actually have one?
I did not have one. That would have been insane.
I know. That's why I was like, okay, this guy's everlasting gobstoppers look a little less bad than Dave's. I mean, he's literally just, I think, like making sugar molds and then...
Yeah, which... That's what Wonka's doing.
Pasted together.
That's what Wonka's doing. It's got edible paste.
Yeah. How much science did you have to do when you were making the candy? Or was it all kind of like...
it depends on your definition of science.
Right. Like, not like baking or well...
Yeah, I didn't do any baking.
Yeah. Like, was there...
Was I mixing chemicals?
Yeah. Like, were they chemicals where it's like just a bunch of weird ass fucking names and you don't know what it is, and then you're like, I guess this is candy?
Not really.
Like, what poison am I putting into my body right now?
That one.
Yeah. This is the kiwi flavor. I haven't eaten it yet because it's the green core is kind of alarming.
Yeah. They're all the same. They just changed the chemical flavoring of it.
Oh, the color.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's like real stuff. You got like brown sugar in there, butter. I'm trying to remember what else we put. I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay, this is also not bad, but the caramel once again is easily the worst part.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not good. I mean, like, it was real bad. And then I was like, I'm making this. I could try it as fresh as humanly possible. And I'm like, you know what? It's all right. Still warm.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So it's good when it's fresh, but not when...
It's acceptable when it's, like... If you get it like the minute you take it out of the cooker, yeah, it's like you're like, okay, this is good. As soon as it hardens, though, you're like, no, this is over. This is over for this food stuff. I could go for a Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight, though. You ever have a Whipple Scrumptious? A Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight?
Is that a Wonka original?
That's a Wonka. That's the one with the golden ticket in it.
Oh, a Wimple.
Whipple. There's like there's whipped cream
fudge mellow delight. Okay.
There's like whipped cream and marshmallow inside the chocolate. I don't know.
Oh, so it's like a s'mores bar.
I don't know what it is. Honestly, I've never had one. I don't think they exist. I think it was a prop from a film from 1971.
Well, but what if we made it real? Yeah. What if WonderlandRecipes.com # not an ad? What if they made it real?
Do we have any ad reads this week?
No.
Okay. We were really pushing for it last episode.
I'm thinking about making a Fiverr.
Yeah.
And being like, for $5, we'll do an ad read on our podcast, which will reach more people than zero. Users?
Honestly, if you have a good thing on Fiverr, I'm sure we could get you 3 sales.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure somebody, if you do art, one of our little viewers would be like, ooh, I want a character I made in a game to be drawn.
Yeah.
And they've got money to burn, so.
All of our listeners have a lot of money to burn.
Yeah.
Speaking of drawing, I met a new person at the Box Factory.
I thought you meant in general. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
I met a new person. Can you believe this?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I actually can't.
Yeah, there's there's a woman who works there. I don't know her name. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
And she was talking to me, and I was pretty uninterested in everything that she had to say, but I was being polite. And she's like, "Do you know BTS?" And I was like, I forgot what it was. And I was like, "What's
No.
BTS?" And she was like, "It's like a K-pop band." I'm like, "Oh yeah, like the most popular band on earth, like the band with the most fans on earth right now."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them. And then she's like, "I really like sketching," and I was like, "That seems unrelated. Seems like you're just saying two sentences." And then she was like very proudly telling me, she's like, "You know Jungkook from BTS? I sketched his abs. I was drawing his abs. It looks so good." And I was like, I think you're being a little horny on Maine at work. And
Wow, that's psychotic.
It's not a good introduction, I have to say.
Did you tell her that?
I was like, cool.
You're like, I gotta go.
And I'm like, cool. And then she's like, "Do you watch K dramas?" And I'm like,
No.
I saw episode 1 of Squid Game. That's that's it. And then she was like, "All right, I'll talk to you later." And then I was like, "All right, I hope not." But that happened.
That's wild.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun little story. Also related, vaguely, very, very vaguely. I was thinking about this after going to the science center recently, as we discussed. I was like, where else can you go for just like a walk-through visual experience, perhaps interactive?
A park.
Yeah, that's it. It was a park.
Oh.
No, it was like museums.
Oh yeah. Museums would be good too, but
museums, art galleries. And this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
A lot of art, sculptures, paintings, things of that nature, a lot of nudity.
Sure, yeah. They did a lot of that back in the day.
I mean, they're still doing it.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Well, sure. But they are doing it. And therefore, I think if you're going to go to a museum and see a sculpture of titties, I think it's totally fine for you to be topless in a museum.
Okay.
That's my hot take that I was thinking about. I think if you got Michelangelo's David with his winky out,
right?
What's the difference? Human body is still art, whether it's made of marble or not. You know what I mean? Is that too hot of a take?
I don't think,
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying if you do it, I don't think you should get in trouble. Is that?
I mean,
is that a little insane?
I guess I'm following your train of thought.
Yeah.
Because like, what's one more, thing of nudity in a place that's full of like? There already has to be nudity there, though. Of course.
Yeah. If you're going to like a modern art museum and it's all cubist shit.
Yeah.
Then no. But when you go to like, especially if it's just like a displayed statue, you can see the nipples of those statues are just rubbed right off because every single person's touching that nipple.
No, you're not supposed to touch the stuff.
Some of them you can touch. Most of them you're not supposed to, but some of them you're allowed to touch. And if you're allowed to touch it, if it's like a brass sculpture, it's just like a totally different color from all the wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you see that all the time because they're also like cupping the nuts.
Yeah.
In a way that
it's the same with
bad.
Like, I don't know. Like, as a different example, but similar, if you go to like a McDonald's with a Ronald McDonald guy on a bench, he's got some rubbed out areas as well.
And what would those areas be?
Look, I'm not an anatomist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't know all the names of all the parts.
You don't?
No.
Mm.
But it's not a like the shoulder, for example. People with their arm around the shoulder to take photographs. There are certain parts that people, or like a Buddha statue, you rub the tummy for good luck.
Sure, of course.
And it's like, there's evidence of that wear after a significant amount of time.
Right.
And in a museum,
mm-hmm.
you see where people are touching. And so I'm thinking, if you can look at the statue, if you're supposed to look at the statue, and people are touching it there anyway, I think
you might as well go all in. Yeah.
I think if you would like, you should be allowed. I don't think they should advertise it. I don't think they should be like, by the way,
it's a secret rule.
It's a hidden menu item.
No. Can't just be having hidden menu items at the museum.
You can have a hidden menu item at the McDonald's that we talked about. You're just ordering off menu. You go braless. That's all.
Ew.
That's my hot take that I was thinking about.
Well, I don't like it.
Well, can you disagree though?
I can't. That's I just have to kind of deal with it.
Yeah. I've been having I don't want to say bad thoughts, but like thoughts that are not good. You know what I mean?
I can tell, yeah.
I got in an awkward conversation yesterday at work when I was telling somebody I miss the old days when there were 2 Yemens. And like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, you're just saying something to be silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, when have you ever done that before?
It was like things were better back in the day when Yemen was 2 countries. And I don't even know what the 2 countries were. Yeah. Was it like East and West, North, South? Or regular Yemen, South Yemen? I don't even know what it was. I just know that there used to be 2.
Right. And now
there's 1.
It's just the damn one. And that's really sad for you.
Shout out Yemeni unification.
Yeah. Was there more than one?
Yeah, the Republic of Yemen was declared on the May 22nd, 1990. Trying to see what they were called, and honestly, it's impossible to know. Nobody remembers. It was so long ago.
So you want to go back to the 80s?
South Yemen. Perhaps it was North Yemen.
I know it took place on 1990 on the dot. So you're just nostalgic for the 90s. Riveting.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like that thing where you say like music was better when John Lennon punched his wife in the face.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's not really related to anything. You just want to like acknowledge like I know that there used to be 2 Yemens. I know that.
You're just flexing that you read a Wikipedia article once.
I vaguely remember a Wikipedia article that there used to be 2 Yemens. I have to do a lot of that. I don't have to, but I end up doing a lot of that.
Does it feel good? Are you like, do you feel positive about that?
No, people don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know enough. Like, as I've stated many times, I don't do well with follow-up questions.
Yeah, because you skim just the bare.
I have one fact about a lot of things, but it's just one. Uh, I was telling somebody, I'm like, Denny's is like 24/7, 52. They don't close. And then one year they closed on Christmas, and they found out a lot of the stores didn't have locks on the doors.
Oh no, because they never had to
Yeah,
close.
because they never had to close before. So like, why would we have locks? And then immediately they were like, "So what happened? Did people like steal from the kitchen or something?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know what happened. They probably just figured it out or something."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, good fact, I guess."
See, that's why I stall and then I pull out my phone and then do the rest of it.
Yeah, hang on. I'm getting a text. Yeah, I didn't think about it. See, I don't think to go deeper.
You don't think? Yeah, it's.
I don't think very frequently. I'm not thinking. I don't know. This has been a very me heavy episode. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Work, except not today because today's Friday and I took a
Hell
day
yeah,
off. Hell
dude.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nah, I mean, I stayed at my dad's house last weekend and his cat was freaking out. Like she did not like to be left alone, but like she would just like leave whatever room me and my girlfriend were in and then like would start howling because she was just by herself.
Yeah.
And she would stop as soon as somebody was like over there and hanging out with her. But like she would do this while we were sleeping.
Yeah.
Which was no good.
The decision to be alone and then being sad that you're alone. We've all been there.
Yeah. Well, not me, but I've never done that.
I mean, there's a couple episodes of this podcast that beg to differ.
Well, they're non-canon.
That's
I
pretty
was
true.
playing a character, you see.
Yeah. Loosely based on a true story.
About somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me. Because they're different. Yeah, no, I haven't really been up to much.
Right.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I've been just fucking working. I'm glad I'm not today, though. Been watching.
That's good.
Watched the fucking Game of Thrones prequel. Like I never watched Game of Thrones, but the GF has been, and so I've caught like the last 2 episodes of the prequel that have come out. And like there's the main girl, like the princess girl, like her uncle tries to fuck her, and then like it doesn't seem like he like kind of bails out at the end. And then like she, I guess, is all horned up. So she goes like back to her little bedchamber place and like pulls in the guard from outside and like starts taking off his armor and shit. And he's like, no. And then she just keeps doing it. And then they have sex. And then like she fucking lies about anything that like everything that transpired. And then people are like, yeah, this is a real girl boss thing. Or like posting memes where it's like, the incest couple in Game of Thrones, bad. The incest couple in the prequel, good. And I'm just like blown away that people have that real opinion. Like, what are you on?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Honestly,
like, why?
Honestly, in my opinion, they're both good. So,
like, this wasn't a girl boss moment.
You know that girl boss moment when you have BPD?
Some people I follow on Twitter and Instagram are like that too.
Couldn't be me. Do you have a crime?
Yeah, there's that thing that we talked about in the Discord. I'll bring that up.
Roy. I totally forgot what that was entirely.
Yeah. The QAnon
we were supposed to have a
dad.
guest for that episode.
Maybe that guest could stick to a schedule or a plan or have any availability at all.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, let's do that crime.
Yeah.
Because as sad as that crime is, the one that I have pulled up is much worse.
Oh, that's rough.
It's just gonna bring the energy down.
Well, so is this one. So the headline, actually, let's not do the headline.
All right.
So
Let's
some guy
get
from
the B
Michigan.
side of the article.
Yeah, some guy from Michigan. Um, and of course it's some guy from Michigan, right?
Yeah. What's
Got
his
sucked
name?
into
Giannis?
it's Igor. His name's Igor Lanis.
That was close. Yeah. Igor Lanis.
Yeah. First of all, how are you going to be named Igor
In 2022.
in current year? Insane. You should
Current
be.
year, your name's Igor.
You're only supposed to be in like a Frankenstein story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're
L
not,
plus ratio plus your name's Igor plus didn't ask.
Yeah, literally, basically this article in some ways. So he got really into QAnon, which I don't understand how anybody really gets into QAnon, which I think is kind of the main reason why I wanted to talk about this article in the first place. But he got really into QAnon, which is basically, for those of you who don't know, some guy who posts on one of the images boards. It's not 4chan. It might be. Is it 8chan? I don't know.
I don't know. It might be like, I don't know.
I feel like
some
some of them get shut
Bull.
down and then get like
Yeah,
moved around. So it's on one of those like offshoot, like evil image boards. It's supposed to the light and good, family friendly image boards, which also totally exist. R.I.P. Kiwi Farms.
R.I.P.
That's the real crime. That because if you go on Kiwi, not to get on a tangent, you go on Kiwi Farms and you're trying to like make someone's life worse. That's bad. I don't think that's good. But if you're going on Kiwi Farms to like get the tea about like why some YouTuber is like actually a huge piece of shit, that's fun. Mr. That is Beast. A lot of fun. I don't know if he has a Kiwi. Well, he certainly doesn't now, but I don't think he did.
I don't know. I don't trust Mr. Beast, but anyway.
I trust him. I trust him more than anybody, actually, more than myself. He's never going to betray me, So anyway,
I mean, he might.
I don't think he will. He hasn't yet.
He did child gambling,
and that's fine. I think that's good.
You think that's good because you want it to be legal so you can do it.
I'm not a child.
Yeah, neither is he. He is making children gamble.
Yeah, that's fine. They're already gambling on Pokemon cards, like whatever.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. So
I don't know anything, but he seems.
He has a lot of money. That's kind of
nefarious. Sus. Where did it all come from?
That's certainly a question.
Where did it come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Mr. Beast show? All right, go on about QAnon.
So yeah, QAnon is somebody, maybe one person, maybe more than one person, or who owns the account changes hands, but they post really cryptic bullshit that basically doesn't mean anything, but you can make it mean whatever you sort of want it to mean. And like is giving orders to like, Trump stands essentially.
Proud Boys.
Yeah. So, like I'm sure there was a lot of QAnon posting about the January 6th, right?
Yeah.
That little
gathering. And if you've
gathering.
heard about like JFK Jr. is coming back and he's going to give a speech about how Trump is still president.
Yeah. And stuff like that. It's all very culty and weird, but it's like only people who are like super Trump heads or fanatics are really going to, I don't know, get sucked in, I guess. But basically this guy was so fucking nuts that, going down that rabbit hole.
Just doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling, man. Oh yeah, because she posted it on Reddit, right? The daughter who survived. Yeah. So I'm gonna After 2020, her dad, Igor, again, how the fuck are you going to be named Igor?
Like 2014, change your name. Just change it. That's the cutoff I'm giving you. 2014.
I feel like, if my name was Igor, as soon as I turned 18, I'd be like, we're getting this.
We're getting this out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Coach now. A normal name for humans.
Name. That's true. My parents have been calling me Coach ever since I was 18.
Because your birth name is Igor.
No.
So
he was reading conspiracy theories about the stolen election, Trump, vaccines, etc. And apparently he just wanted to keep the family safe and healthy. But apparently nothing really happened until September 11th, where he had an argument with his wife and the kid's mom, and then he just decided to shoot the mom and the girl's sister and her dog, and then
R.I.P. Rover, dude.
So the mom's dead. The sister's still in the hospital, maybe, and then
she might be dead at this point. She might be fine. She might be fine. Unknown.
And and then he shot at the police,
of the family.
And then
the police killed him.
The police killed the guy. So, not R.I.P. Igor, because it's just like, if you look up a QAnon drop, right? It is complete fucking nonsense. It's just words. It's just a verbal stream of
textual diarrhea.
Exactly. And so I don't understand why anybody at all would read any of this and be like, yeah, this is going to be a real thing. Also, I'm able to understand this, but it's real. And I'm going to kill my family over it. I guess people are just, they're just so fucking delusional and they can't handle.
Well, it's it's just literally a cult.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just I think it's really the other side of people who are really into conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It's the other side of that coin.
And they'll hit every conspiracy theory, and if you buy into one of them, and you're
you can kind of workshop the other ones into fitting.
Well, even if they don't fit at all, I've seen videos of QAnon people where they're like, yeah, January 6th, that was Antifa. And then a minute later, they're like, yeah, I was at January 6th.
Yeah.
Me and all my Proud Boy brothers were fighting for our freedoms. And it's those are complete opposites. And they just genuinely believe them both.
Yeah. No,
they're like, it was Antifa and it was bad, but also I was there and it was good. And you're like, okay.
We should kill all the QAnon people. I think that's the only way.
Give them 1 year
they might
to
all
figure things out. Just go to a QAnon group and be like, look, I'm giving you 1 year. I'm going to be back and I'll kill you if you don't straighten up, get your act together. And I think that'll help them. They'll really make them feel like they're messing up when they get threatened with mass murder.
I'm looking to see what the latest Q drop is.
This seems bad. I feel like we should not be doing Q drops on this show.
No, I think, because I want people to know. Q drop example. I just want, fucking any of them, just any one of them.
Yeah. So basically, this guy, according to the Reddit post from the daughter who was not there at the time, she's like, my dad's always been a good father, had good parents. And it's COVID and Trump just melted his brain.
Yeah.
And in 2 years, he went from loving father to murdering his family with a shotgun, which is like a serious, really bad thing. And that was posted on a subreddit called like QAnon casualties.
Right.
And it's all people posting like, I've been married for 15 years and my husband got really into QAnon and like I can no longer speak to him. Like everything that we talk about, he's just like talking about how the vaccine's killing everybody.
The vaccine is not killing anybody.
No.
I don't know, man. I hate stupid people, and I think we need to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
And if that includes me, so be it.
Oh, it includes you.
I would hope, I want to be even-handed.
You're very even-handed, as I said on the last episode.
It's true.
Not necessarily fair, but always even-handed.
Always even-handed.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out the concept of this crime. Then I'm gonna ask you if I should continue or if that's a bad way to end this episode.
Okay. Sure.
This is the youngest person to be tried as an adult. There's a 10-year-old girl from Wisconsin who stomped on a 6-month-old baby's head until it died.
I don't love that.
Is that not good for a comedy podcast?
No, I think that's a bit of a downer.
Yeah.
I assume she did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't that's enough.
All right. Fair. So that's the episode then.
Look out for our Fiverr.
Look out for our Fiverr.
Or I will be. Should I actually do that? That'd be kind of funny if it.
Yeah, do an actual Fiverr.
Yeah.
I don't want to do like the PewDiePie thing where he's just like,
Well, no, we'll vet stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
we can't make us say anything, but we'll do an ad for your thing.
Yeah. We could do an ad for something that you have nothing to do with. I don't care. Yeah. If you give us $5, we'll change our fucking podcast name to Bad Boy Amazon Primes. I don't give a shit. Like,
no, we're not gonna do that.
I'll do it. I'm in charge. I got the passwords. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't even. It took me a long time to even name this podcast what I wanted to name it. So I don't really know. But if you want us to shout anything out, shout out your favorite television series from when you were a kid. If you just want me and Coach to be like, I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. You're doing good work. I'll do it. I don't know about Coach. You might think that you need sharpening, but
I think, let me tell you, there's some people in my life right now, like one person specifically. They need some sharpening big time.
Matt Smith in The Crown.
Dude, he's fine. Well,
I haven't seen The Crown.
He could probably use some too, but the person I'm thinking of could definitely use it. And I'm not in a position where I can express that in a productive or in any kind of a way.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna spill the tea as soon as I click stop. I'll click stop right now.
Yeah, I'll spill the tea.
All right, perfect.
You're like, click. Okay, I did it. Now
goodbye. Say it, and then you just say that it's me, and then I start recording again, and we have a huge fight.
And people will tune in.
People will love. I'll just put out
in a year from now. People like 200 people will tune into that episode out of nowhere.
Yeah. That would be great. What if Bad Boy Crimes was in a Q drop?
I think it probably has been a couple times.
I hope that, like our Via Getty episode, our episode about January 6th, I hope that they mentioned us at some point.
Yeah.
Famous podcast, Bad Boy Crimes, positively discusses prominent members of January 6th.
The main one, Via Getty himself.
Via Getty himself.
Which I stand by that he
Free
looks
Via
like
Getty.
He looks like a guy who would be named that.
He absolutely does. Yeah, that's it. Find us on Twitter.
That's it.
Email. Yeah, like we don't have any plugs.
I might have a Pokemon video coming out.
Yeah.
By the time you're listening to this, it should maybe already be out if I'm not a lazy piece of shit.
Maybe.
It's a good one, I think. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Check out Robinson B. Caruso on YouTube. You can also find Bad Boy Crimes on YouTube as well. Listen to the Queen episode because apparently
it's going viral. 67.
Yeah, a lot of people. Considering nobody listens to the YouTube channel, the fact that one popped off was weird.
I mean, it's because it's named R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth II.
And people are dumb enough to just like click on that and be like, "Yeah, that's real."
Yeah,
that's.
I wish it had like the YouTube. This is where most people listen, and it's just the first 8 seconds.
Yeah,
and then everything else is nobody listen to this. Yeah, what's funny about that episode is we don't talk about the Queen at all. We don't even mention her.
Well, that's because it didn't happen when we recorded it.
Yep. So yeah, check out that episode. Leave a comment. YouTube.com/watch/?V=. I'm not going to do the whole thing. It would have been funny. Check out some of the other episodes. We got a lot. They're all on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it. Follow the Twitter. Subscribe to the Patreon. Check out the Fiverr. Look us up on Fiverr.
Yeah. Assuming I have that set up.
Yeah, you'll have that set up. I believe in you. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.